This is going to be some hot takes on what's been going on in the gacha space, more specifically wuwa recently with the anniversary. First hot take I have, wuwa's anniversary rewards pre-buff weren't bad. If you were upset at 37 pulls and all the asteroids that we got that we didn't know about, you're either, let's be honest, free to play, and if you're free to play, why aren't you saving? Uh, like we knew Zani was dropping, and I mean, you're pulling on. I'm sorry, if you're free to play and you're pulling Kentrella, that's your fault. Like, that's just on you. That's a whole banner you could have been saving for. And if you didn't have SK, you could have saved on that banner as well. That's a whole patch you could save. You could save. I have like 11,000 asteroids right now, and I pulled on Cantarella. So like, if you're low on asteroids, what are you spending them on? I mean, it's genuinely confusing. You gotta just be struggling on something, right? My second hot take, unlike Star Rail and Genshin, Wu will never have power creep to that degree. The fact that those games are currently in the states they are, where movement is locked behind characters and, power creep is so rampant, it's honestly sad to see. And I mean, it's nice to know if you do swipe and spend on Castris, hell, you'll clear this mock, hopefully the next few, but there's no real guarantee to that, huh? Here's the first cold take in this video. The take I think a lot of people can honestly agree with. And that's Wua's exploration, even in 1.0, is way better than 5.5 Genshin. Because, surprise, you don't have to pay for exploration. Crazy thought process, Hoyo. If you don't have to pay to have good movement, it might be better. But that's just me. Hot take, even in 5.5, Genshin can't compete with Wua's character design in 1.0. Hoyo Shields will say that the game is gooner bait, yet look at 5.6 female characters wearing just an apron, and the male character has the Perry the Platypus color palette. But we'll go and call Cantarella's gooner bait since she has camel toe. But okay. Hot take, with all the rats in the Woobo community, we might want to look into getting an exterminator. Hot take, unlike Hoyo, Kuro can actually listen to players. Hot take, unlike Star Rail, 1.0 4 stars still working in WoW. Cold take, WoW is better than Genshin. Cold take, WoW is just as good as Star Rail, guys, yeah. People were really upset pre-buff anniversary rewards about 37 pulls, but I'm pretty sure Genshin got 3, what, last year? Or was it the year before that? I haven't played in a while. But I was playing then, and I did see, yes, a lot of people were upset, especially when Star Rail got a 5 star, but no one was really upset before Star Rail got a 5 star. And people were also saying they would be fine if they got 20. So we're getting 17 more than that, and there's a problem with it? Okay. Hot take, bald man. Baiting people into pulling Cantarella was peak, and I aspire to do the same. Cold take here. Who wants to spend hours and hours on quests? Sorry I don't have 8 hours to do unskippable quests that, let's be honest, aren't that good. And 90% of the interesting stuff fades to black with white. Oh, wait. That's right. In the new quest, it fades to white with black text. I am really dumb for not remembering that. How refreshing. A new high for Hoyoro storytelling, truly. But to be more real at this point, I do think WoW is a better game, and that Kuro actually cares about their players' enjoyment, and not just their reputation as a company. And when it comes down to it, I have spent thousands of hours on Genshin and thousands of dollars on Genshin. But I stopped playing when WoW came out, and I don't regret it. I have tried going back to Genshin, and it's genuinely a struggle to play in that land without those characters, and I miss Sitlali and Malvika's banner. So what am I to do about it except wait for a rerun? I get why people play it, because I was one of those people at that point, where I just kept playing and taking what was given to me. But once I started playing Kuro games, I realized that, wow, a company can listen to their player base and care about their player base and community. And if you want to say that that Kuro doesn't care about their community, that's fine, but at least they listen, and that's more than Genshin does. I wish Genshin was better. The same with Star Rail. I have sunk hundreds of dollars into Star Rail and thousands of hours into both. but gave up on Genshin when the wuwa came out and just can't keep playing Star Rail after Castrus and the global passives. And it sucks because the Fate crossover was coming, and I was hyped for that. I thought it was going to be sick to see Saber and some of my other favorite Fate characters in Star Rail. But now it's just hard to still enjoy these games when I see them going down such a familiar path like Genshin did with Star Rail. It's honestly disappointing, but fuck, the only thing I can say is I'm looking forward to that Cyberpunk collab in wuwa because let's be honest, at least in my opinion, that's way more sick. But I'm a massive Cyberpunk Edge Runners fan, so you know. And the last thing I really have to say is I think a lot of Genshin players would feel the same way I feel if they just tried wuwa. I mean, the difference in being F2P in wuwa and in Genshin is monumental, and it's sad to see a game I used to love be at this state it currently is. I know people are hyped for 5.6, but I just can't bring myself to try to play again. It's just awful, and I feel bad for Genshin players that won't give wuwa a chance. If you tried wuwa and still think Genshin is better, I genuinely like to hear why in the comments. As always, Kuro will be on top, no diff, never was.